Welcome back, everyone. Today we are doing a deep dive into something a little different.
Yeah, definitely a bit different.
We're looking at a case study about a company called Lindum Packaging,
Lindum Packaging,
which is
in Grimsby.
located in Grimsby in Northeast England.
Yes.
And they are all about sustainable packaging solutions. And we're kind of looking at the challenges of recruitment in a specialized industry like that.
Yeah, it's really interesting because, they're minimizing waste and promoting recycling and really trying to inspire responsible consumption.
Yeah, and they work across so many different sectors, like we're talking about consumer products, food manufacturing, even logistics.
Yeah, a whole range of businesses that need packaging and could benefit from using packaging that's better for the planet.
And what's so cool is that they don't just provide eco-friendly materials.
Right.
They actually work with clients to actually optimize their packaging needs.
Yeah, they look at the whole picture and try to help businesses reduce their environmental impact in a really practical way.
Yeah, absolutely. So in this case study, we see that Lindum was looking to hire a new business development executive.
Okay.
And this person would be really focused on new business,
Makes sense.
obviously. And they needed someone who was familiar with the packaging industry,
Right, of course.
but also someone who could really champion Lindum's commitment to sustainability.
Yes, because that's a core part of their brand identity.
Absolutely. So they needed someone who could not only sell, but also really believe in what Lindum stands for,
Exactly.
which I think is so important. Now, we've got to remember they're based in Grimsby, which is a town with a bit of a smaller talent pool.
Yeah, compared to like a major city.
Exactly.
It might be harder to find specialized professionals in that area.
Exactly. So how do you find that perfect candidate, especially when they might not even be actively looking for a job?
Right. That's the challenge.
Yeah. So Lindum ended up working with a recruitment firm.
Okay. Smart move.
And they knew this wouldn't just be like you post a job ad and hope for the best kind of thing.
No, they needed a much more targeted approach.
They needed someone very specific. So they were tasked with finding someone with proven sales experience,
Of course.
particularly in new business development,
You're right.
and obviously with a deep understanding of the packaging industry.
Yeah, those are pretty specific requirements.
So I'm curious, wouldn't a smaller talent pool automatically mean fewer high-quality candidates?
Yeah.
How did they actually find people?
So what they did was they cast a wide net. They targeted professionals across the UK.
So not just limited to Grimsby.
Exactly. And get this, they started with a pool of 940 potential candidates.
940.
Yeah.
That's pretty amazing.
That's a lot of resumes to go through.
It is. But
Yeah.
they had a system. They used a really thorough screening process.
Oh, so tell me about the screening process. How did they narrow it down from 940?
Well, the first step was something called cold screening.
Cold screening.
Yeah. Basically, it's kind of like a first pass filter.
Right.
It involves, quick phone calls, detailed questionnaires.
And it helps to quickly identify candidates who meet at least the basic requirements.
Right. And weed out the ones that, absolutely don't.
Exactly. That way they're not wasting time interviewing people who just aren't a good fit.
Yeah, it's all about quality over quantity, right?
Exactly. It saves everyone a lot of time and effort in the long run.
I can imagine. So what happens after this cold screening process? How do they go from, a smaller pool to actually finding the one?
So what they did was really interesting. Before presenting anyone to Lindum, the recruitment firm did their own in-depth interviews.
Good.
They really wanted to understand the candidates, beyond just their resumes.
Get a feel for their personality and whether they'd be a good fit for Lindum.
Exactly. And, they weren't just looking for someone who could sell. They wanted someone who understood and shared Lindum's passion for sustainable packaging.
They wanted someone who really got it,
Exactly.
not just someone looking for, any sales job.
No, someone who was genuinely interested in the mission. And their efforts really paid off. Lindum did 20 client-side interviews, and they found their perfect match.
Wow.
But what's really cool is that Lindum's marketing manager was so impressed with the whole process.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she actually specifically praised the communication, the speed, and most importantly, the quality of candidates that were presented.
That's amazing. It really shows that they found the right recruitment firm,
Absolutely.
that they understood Lindum's values and needs.
Yeah, it really highlights the importance of a targeted and thorough approach when it comes to recruitment.
Yeah, it's not just about filling a position, it's about finding the right person.
Absolutely. Especially when you're talking about a company like Lindum with such a strong commitment to sustainability.
It makes you wonder, what would you prioritize if you were in Lindum's position?
Yeah, that's a good question.
If you were building a team to champion a cause you believe in, what qualities would be non-negotiable? What would you look for?
That's something for everyone to think about.
Food for thought.
Absolutely. It's relevant for anyone, whether you're a business owner or just thinking about your own career path.
That's it for today's deep dive. We hope you found it insightful.
And maybe even inspiring.
Thanks for listening.
See you next time.